Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. In this channel, we talk about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Thank you guys. Thanks to all my subscribers. I have over 2,200 subscribers now. I hit the threshold to be monetized, and I said in my previous videos, I'm going to give a giveaway for Tesla short shorts. I'll show you on the screen. I got this email a few days ago from Tesla, basically saying that these short shorts won't be in until sometime in the fall. So as soon as I get them in, we will be giving that giveaway, giving a pair of Tesla short shorts. As you know, or probably know, they are completely sold out and they are limited edition. So, hold on to these short shorts. They could be worth a lot of money in the future. So we will be doing that giveaway. I apologize, I can't do it any sooner. It's out of my hands. I put in that order basically the day that those short shorts were announced, and I'm not getting them in until the fall. So do stay tuned. You have to subscribe for the giveaway, so consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel, pushes the YouTube algorithm to spread my channel, spread my videos to more and more people. Before we get started though, I want to thank whoever used my link for Webull to get 2 free stocks. I have a link in the description below. So if you are one of these people, leave a comment below. So, give me a shout out. So these are the people that have signed up with my link. So I thank each and every one of you that used my link to get 2 free stocks. So the free stocks that I got is Levi. Apparently this is the stock that Webull is currently giving. It is valued at roughly $12 per share right now. So I got 2 free stocks for somebody signing up, and that person will also get 2 free stocks. You could get a stock that's worth roughly $12. Apparently that is Levi, what they're giving away now. Or you could get a stock worth up to $1,400, and who knows what that might be. Maybe it's Tesla. I have yet to see somebody actually get a stock from Webull that was worth $1,400. All right, guys. Today I'm gonna have a long-awaited and a requested for video on Workhorse. So I talked about Workhorse previously on my videos about my portfolio, but I never ever did a full video on Workhorse, mainly because there's just so many videos out there already. I was actually late to the game on Workhorse. So I just never put out a video, but I thought I would do my due diligence, put out a video, and then just basically give all the information that I've researched and why I'm interested in the company. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. I will disclose my position in Workhorse. I'll disclose my cost basis and what I am planning to do in the next few months. So stay tuned to the end. Make sure you get that part of the video. Anyways, let's get started. Workhorse. So this could be a very, very long video, but I'm not going to subject you guys to this. I'm going to try to cut this down to all the very, very important points that are relative in the last few months. So take a look on your screen here. This is basically not even half of all the press release related to Workhorse. It dates back all the way to 2017. I'll put a link to the description below. This is a Google Doc document. Anybody could just look at this. Basically just do your whole due diligence dating back to 2017 when basically there was this announcement that there's going to be a contract with USPS. So take a look at that. But I'm just going to go over the big points of that list. So basically right now there are only 4 teams left for this contract for the USPS. So the USPS has a $6 billion contract out to replace all of USPS, United States Postal Service, mail trucks. The mail trucks are, I don't know, is it like 20 plus years old? So they need to be replaced. They're basically catching on fire, breaking down. The fuel cost is enormous. The repair costs are enormous. So they have a bid out there for $6 billion to start replacing these trucks. So there's 4 teams left. Here are the 4. So first is Karsan. They're a Turkey-based company, and they have a plug-in hybrid option. Next one is Merhanda Automotive of North America, and they have a gasoline / hybrid powered solution. And then there's Workhorse, what we're talking about here. They are a Loveland, Ohio company, 100% EV, the only EV company in this group. And the next one is Oshkosh. They're combining forces with Ford to produce a gas combustion engine version for the United States Postal Service. So I would like to say right off the bat, can we just agree that we're going to eliminate the non-US competitors? I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I think the contract is going to be awarded to a US-based company, and so of those 2 is only Workhorse and Oshkosh combination with Ford. So let's just get that out of the way. Out of those 2, obviously, I think it's going to be Workhorse. That's why we're making this video. That's why there's all this buzz around Workhorse. All right, so back in 2019, there was a tweet put out by Donald Trump. It was May of 2019. I'll read it. Great news for Ohio. Just spoke to Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors, who informed me that subject to a UAW agreement, GM will be selling their beautiful Lordstown plant to Workhorse, where they plan to build electric trucks. GM will also be spending $700 million in Ohio in 3 separate locations, creating another 450 jobs. It has been great working with GM to get this done. Thank you, Mary B. You're a great governor. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyways. So that was a tweet put out in 2019 after basically Trump dropped the name Workhorse. Workhorse stock just skyrocketed. And the same thing happened just a couple of weeks ago or last week when Trump name dropped Kodak and their stock went up like 500%. So anyways, this part of the video is going to get more political, and this does not have any bearing about my political beliefs, but these are just the news and the facts around Workhorse. And a government contract obviously is going to get political. So to start it off, Trump knows there's no Republican has ever won the White House without winning Ohio. And obviously Workhorse is based in Ohio. It's a Loveland, Ohio company. Not only that, Workhorse has a 10% stake in Lordstown Motors, the company that GM sold their factory to in Ohio. So that's where all the GM, Lordstown, and Workhorse comes into play. So all in Ohio. So basically, this is the state that Trump needs. It is the state that Trump has turned red after Obama had turned it blue. All right, so General Motors sold its Lordstown assembly plant to an electric truck startup in November, about 9 months after the plant assembled its final Chevy Cruze. It's not yet clear when hiring or production will begin, but GM has said the business will create 450 jobs. Jobs in Ohio motor vehicle manufacturing have decreased by 2,200 since January 2017, when Trump took office, according to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Jobs for manufacturing auto parts have decreased by 1,300 in that same time. Obviously, these blue-collar jobs that are being lost in the state of Ohio is going to look very, very bad come election time for Trump. So he needs to do something, because that is the reason why he won Ohio. He targeted the blue-collar workers, the automotive factory workers. Donald Trump placed a bet on working-class voters in America's industrial heartland. Nowhere did this strategy work better than Ohio, where those voters helped Trump dominate the state's Appalachian southeast, win over blue-collar workers in the Northwest, and steal more votes than expected from traditional Democratic strongholds throughout the state. All right, so the politics continues. Where is the first presidential debate going to be? Presidential debate with Joe Biden. It happens to be in Ohio. The first presidential debate has moved locations. It's going to be in Ohio. This is going to be big. Trump definitely wants to be able to announce to the people of Ohio that he's going to bring more jobs to Ohio. I mean, that's what he promised in 2016. It's questionable if he's lived up to that promise. He has been working with GM, and they're trying to get more jobs in GM and Lordstown. But this would be the dominating factor if he's able to secure Lordstown Motors and Workhorse with these contracts from the United States Postal Service to produce all these postal trucks. All right, so we have established that Trump definitely needs Ohio in order to win the election. No Republican has ever won the election without winning Ohio. We have established that Workhorse is based in Ohio, and they're most likely the best candidate to win this contract. All right, so what else happens in September? Basically, this contract expires at the end of September because the government's fiscal year 2021 begins on October 1st. So that is going to be the last date that they're going to be able to award this contract. If they don't award this contract to anybody, I don't know what happens. That basically they have to restart the whole contract over. So this has been working for the past few years. So they're not going to just let this contract expire and not award this to anybody, right? So it's going to be awarded in September when the government's contract is about to expire. All right, guys, so that's the end of the political side of this story. We're just going to move on to the electric vehicle, the sustainability, the cost effectiveness, etc. Okay, so first of all, United States Postal Service, they have contracts with Workhorse already. They purchased 125 new hybrid electric vehicles from Workhorse. Amazon is going way up electric. They are partnering with Rivian, and Rivian's going to produce 100,000 vehicles for Amazon trucks. So I think if USPS is at all serious about transitioning into the future, about cutting costs, about basically moving into the future where the rest of the world is moving, is into electric vehicles. Now those 4 companies that are providing solutions to USPS, only one of them is a pure electric vehicle play, and that is Workhorse. UPS is moving to electric, and Amazon, arguably probably the second or third biggest logistics company in the world, they are transitioning to electric. So if United States Postal Service and the Trump administration is at all opening their eyes to seeing this transition, to seeing what everybody's doing, because that's the smartest way, that's the best way to save money, to be more environmentally friendly. I would say Amazon knows what they're doing. You know, over $1 trillion company, probably the biggest logistics company in the world. They're transitioning to electric. You just have to be either blind or just pure stupid if you don't think that this is the best solution. All right, so the big question is Workhorse going to get this contract? You know, nobody knows. But I'm going to play you a clip of the CFO of Workhorse, what he has said a couple of days ago on an interview with Bazinga. So here you go.
The post office in the March time period, the spring of 2019, had 6 companies go through prototype and durability testing. We were one of those companies. We were the only all-electric option. And we were also one of the 3 American companies that went through the prototype testing. That's about all I can say. What I will say is our all-electric, though, is probably the perfect vehicle for them. So when you think about what the post office does, 70% of their trucks go about 17, 18 miles a day and make 700 stops, mailbox, mailbox, mailbox. So ours runs almost like a golf cart. So that's really more what you need. Right now, they get 5 to 6 miles per gallon. Ours get over 40 miles per gallon equivalent. And we have half the maintenance costs, which is really what's killing the post office right now, because we have no transmission and about 1/3 of the components. So we'll see what the post office does.
So there it is. I mean, if any organization wants to save money, wants to save fuel, wants to save maintenance cost, it is just clear as day that you need to go electric. It's what Amazon is doing. It's what UPS is doing. Like I said, Amazon probably knows a thing or two about logistics. You know, USPS trucks basically drive a few miles, then they stop, or drive a few blocks and they stop. So all that start, stop is brutal on the transmission, is brutal on the engine. Complete waste of fuel. You know, everybody knows vehicles that stop and go, they use a lot of fuel. It takes a lot to start up that vehicle, and just to drive a couple of blocks and just for you to stop again, it just eats up that fuel and, you know, burns out the brakes. You know, everything is just a terrible idea for a vehicle, for last mile transportation. On the other hand, an EV vehicle, electric vehicle, we're stopping and going. You know, every time you stop, you're generating electricity that just gets put back into the battery pack. So the more you stop, the more energy you're producing. And so, you know, that's just regenerative energy. And, you know, it's just the best solution. You don't have all that maintenance costs. You don't have all the fuel costs. All right, guys, so wrapping this up, thank you for watching. A couple more slides. So one other thing is, ARK Invest with Kathy Woods. They are invested in this company, and, you know, by no means do I say, like, just because they are invested in it, it's going to be successful. I'm not saying that, you know, they know this contract is going through, but I would say that they know a little bit about this space, just a little bit. So Workhorse, they have been steadily adding to their ETF on the ARKQ. They have over 400,000 shares of this, over $6.2 million right now. And so ARKQ has been outperforming the market in the past 5 years. They've been up 20%, where the S&P was only at 10%. In the past 3 years, relatively the same picture, 20% for ARK and 10% for the S&P. In the past year, ARK is up 40% and S&P is only up 7%. So, you know, I would say at least ARK knows just a little bit about this space. All right, guys, so here is my position on Workhorse as promised. I have just over 60 shares of Workhorse. Cost basis is $15.70. I am currently down on the position 1.14%, and I have just under $1,000 in this position. And what am I planning to do in the next few weeks, next few months? I'm planning to add more to this position. You know, I'm thinking at the end of September is when this announcement is going to be made. So if they get this contract, or even if they get a decent portion of this contract, it's going to be massive for the company, and you're going to see the stock rise to new levels. I don't know, maybe even double or triple up. So that is my position, guys. Thank you for watching, guys. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Give me a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.